Welcome everybody to this webinar online event. My name is David Runge, co-founder of the Future Schools Alliance. And today's topic is all about online and remote learning. And we're super looking forward to this. We've got a great group of people here to talk through some of their experiences with regard to having moved online. Natasha is the assistant principal at Templestowe College in Melbourne. Her area of investigation, the area she wants to explore with us, is how does Templestowe, a school that prides itself on young people taking control, being empowered and owning their learning, hold that vision whilst in this remote learning environment?
Great to be here. Just briefly, for those that don't know TC is a secondary school in Melbourne's east, and we have about 1,250 students. So what I'd like to do is share with you how TC is keeping our vision at the forefront of everyone's mind, because I really believe it's a vision that should drive our pedagogy and practice. If the vision isn't clear, people are not going to be certain of what we're going to be doing in this season. Your vision really helps govern the choices you're going to make, especially in times of uncertainty. So first of all, I thought I'd share with you our vision, and then I'll provide some examples, quite a few of how we're sort of working it out at TC. So the TC's vision is to co-create high quality learning experiences within an inclusive and supportive community. I'll say that again, it's to co-create high quality learning experiences within an inclusive and supportive community. And what I love about this is I think it's transferable everywhere. Let's look at co-create first of all. So what does it look like? Well, at TC, a key part of our co-creation vision is to empower our students to TC to take control of their learning. They co-create by working together and planning together, dreaming together and coming up with a curriculum together. Our Montessori students, not the teacher, were planning their own projects for this time of remote learning before we actually left campus last term. They planned projects that were aligned with their interests and their passions. And the teachers would facilitate this process, and now in the remote learning environment, they're continuing to facilitate and scaffold where necessary. So it's the students who are driving the content of what they're actually researching and producing. You know, we really believe it's the perfect time for our students to have the time to be curious and to be creative. Never before have they had this time. And allowing them and empowering our students to have the freedom to play and explore in their interests is what we are really trying to see what happens, I guess, over the next few months, and certainly what we're hoping for. Now, my son is a student at TC, he's 16, and he's recently decided to research property investing. And within 2 days, he'd already read a couple of books, which is a miracle. He has researched a ton of online information and he's setting up online meetings to learn more, and it's just so exciting to watch. We then have people like our elite sports students who are co-creating programs with the coaching staff and are designing their individual performance programs so they can still work on their skill development and develop their basketball IQ even when they can't be on the court. You know, at TC, we really do encourage this co-creation, this sort of type of learning, and sort of can sit back and watch because we can trust them to work within the values we've instilled in them. These, you know, values to be co-creators and self-directed learners. I'm not saying it's not a challenge, but it's certainly a big part of our vision. The second part is co-creating high quality learning experiences. Like high quality learning experiences at TC, we're encouraging engaging activities and engaging classes that will keep our students learning during this time, but in a creative sort of way, and a way that promotes deeper learning. But for example, our design and technology class students, you know, they're in a classroom usually, it's highly practical. So they really work on their design briefs, which is great. And then what they do is they send their designs to the teachers, because the teachers have taken the 3D printers home, and the teachers have set up live feeds which stream their designs being printed out for the students. So we've tried to, you know, work that way a little bit with some of our practical classes. There's opportunities for outdoor ed students to get on Google Expedition and make virtual hikes, or having students using their yards or local parks. We're encouraging minimal sort of question and answer format and booklet work and worksheets. We're not interested in wanting to do that. We're really wanting to encourage that long-term, deeper learning projects driven by the students. So, for example, in science, they're doing project-based learning, and the project they're working on in sort of the essentials class, which is equivalent of sort of year 8, 9, is project on feeding the world that would take, feeding the world, and that's going to take a number of weeks for our students to get stuck into. Look, the Third part of our vision is in an inclusive and supportive community. And, we now have some data that tells us that our students, they're feeling really prepared about what to do, but they're nervous. They're quite anxious about this working from home bit. And our staff have got a fair level of anxiety as well, because it's just different. And I'm sure you would agree that staff and student connectedness is vital at this time. And we're trying to maintain this through daily minute check-ins for all classes. We don't sit with our classes all day. We're available, but we don't sit with them. We just do check-ins. We daily opt-in, there's daily opt-in physical workouts delivered by our school fitness trainer. We're still running our opt-in clubs like the history club or the dance club. On Wednesdays, we all wear pink, as you can see, for our cancer fundraisers. And we just take funny pictures and share on our online platforms and promote some fun and engagement for staff as well. And our 4 APs, we have about 45 staff each, that each week we phone call every single staff member, and it literally takes hours and hours. But, we want our staff to be able to chat with us and connect with us and share their ideas and their hopes and their fears. And that's just been a real privilege to be a part of that. Really, in addition, we've had staff members now calling every family in the school of 1,200 students, and we're making sure that our community feels connected and supported, so not just virtually, but personally as well. So really, because our vision is clear and being discussed regularly, it's really helped us navigate many of those decisions and possibilities. We're certainly not perfect, and there's certainly challenges, but it keeps people aligned during this uncertain adventure. Staff morale is pretty high, and students and staff are excited about what they're achieving together.